Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and this is the collective reading for this weekend. So today, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe beyond too, because time is a little bit murky. We measure it one way, but it feels another way, so wow. Okay, and I grouped this in 3 different little segments. The first message, we have Queen of Cups reversed next to 8 of Cups. So cups are water, so this is definitely the emotional, psychic undercurrent of things. The way this reads to me is situations we've been in which maybe we knew something, but our truth in some way maybe got upended. There was just a feeling of kind of feeling invalidated in some way. Actually, that's what I'm getting. So leaving that behind, coming out of that situation. So the way this person is leaving these cups behind, they're leaving behind difficult emotional situations that just kind of don't serve anymore. But I also feel like this cup that the Queen is holding, there's some important truth here that it's also maybe really important to just not turn our back on. So to leave the situation behind that was uncomfortable, that's important too, right? Whatever it is, if it was a situation in which we felt invalidated, or we felt like maybe there wasn't room for us, or maybe the truth that we spoke just wasn't heard or acknowledged, but that didn't necessarily make that truth any less true. That's what I'm getting. This is a kind of a complicated feeling one, but that's one message. So as we move forward, as we move on to greener pastures, the way this person is doing, we want to remember that we still have something valid and true that we bring to the conversation, that we bring to the table. And, it may be that we are finding the people, the places, the situations, the communities in which that truth is more welcome. So that's kind of an interesting one. And then also, the other segment I'm getting, there's a specific message coming through, leaving behind the burden of injustice. So this is an interesting one. This translates a kind of a direct way. You have justice here, and it's reversed. These reversals don't always translate this directly, but I'm getting that here. 10 of rods. So here you have fire. This is, this person's weighed down by what they're carrying. And here it's reversed. And so it does feel like we're coming out of something in which we felt the injustice, and what I'm getting to is that injustice is deeply, deeply personal. I feel like the cups also speak to that. So these are just personal situations in which things didn't gel for us, people didn't gel with us. There was just some way in which we felt hurt or wronged or saddened. So so we're in the process of leaving that behind. And maybe it's that thing of like picking ourselves up and dusting ourselves off, remembering our truth. There's an importance in remembering our truth, that what we have to say has its own validity, and its own importance. And also, this last segment feels like it speaks just a little bit more to where we're heading, So I know that this theme of transformation has come up for us before. Here we have the Magician. Once again, this is a transformative energy. And I'm also getting this message, and as I look at this, so these are the Magician's tools, right? And the message I'm getting is working with what we've got. So the Magician works with what he's got in such a way where the result is more than the sum of these parts. The result is, it's like abracadabra. It's something completely new and dazzling that came out of the utilization of these parts to create something completely new. So we're still in the process of that. That is what I'm getting here. And we are starting fresh in some way. That's what I'm getting between these two, you know? So we're walking away from emotional turmoil, situations that were really just tough, you know, really situations in which maybe compassion for ourselves becomes everything as we leave them behind. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, being a reader is always interesting because sometimes the reading speaks to stuff that we've just come through that's right here on the table. Literally, the cards are right here on the table. Sometimes it's about where we're headed. Sometimes it's just about arriving at a really wonderful place where we can see how far we've come. And I feel like here we're kind of right in the middle of walking away once again. And that's okay, because our experience as humans goes up and down and in all sorts of directions. There's a bit of an illusion that this is even a linear thing that I'm doing, tarot reading, you know, but it encompasses so much more. So these readings are varied in really interesting ways. So to recap, we are coming through situations, and these may even be situations that have already happened. You know, maybe they've been over and done with for a while, but there's some lingering things that are coming up for us. That's also a possibility here. So to recap, past situations in which we did not feel welcome, or our truth did not feel welcome, or our insight did not feel heard, those situations are coming up for us. So we are in the process of leaving those behind or leaving the memory of those behind. It may be some of both, you know, so we're moving through the heaviness of those emotions, right? And part of the message is to remember that what we have to offer, you know, the truth that we have spoken, the truth that we have tried to share with others that may not have gotten heard, that's still a valid truth, that's still relevant, that's still of value. And we're still in the process of transforming and starting fresh, you know, and life is a series of ways in which we start fresh. That is also a part of this equation, you know. There's a lot that we're leaving behind. And some of that carries with it pain, injustice, sadness, forgetting that what we have to offer is also valid and true and of value. And as we kind of move through that process, we grow and we change and we abracadabra, you know? We move in new directions that may even feel a little bit unexpected, because it's like we're preparing ourselves for the new all the time. We're preparing ourselves to experience something better, more satisfying, more enlivening, more inspiring, you know? And I feel like that's what this fire energy is all about. That's what Magician speaks to as well. So yeah, once again, so we're moving through old energy, old emotions, old situations in which we did not feel validated. And it's so important to remember that our truth is still valid. What we bring is still valid. You know, as we leave that behind, we can still take with us what's valid in us and what's true in us and what's right for us. Even if we can't see it right now, we really are headed in new directions. We really are facilitating new growth for ourselves. We really are transforming in new ways and allowing new results, new situations, new experiences to come toward us. You know, I'd kind of like to pull maybe just one or two cards to cap the reading and see if there's anything else, any last messages that just, yeah, okay, so Two of Swords. What I'm getting is we have a choice. We have a choice in how we carry ourselves. We have a choice in, even if these situations feel impossible to shake or these memories feel impossible to shake, we have a choice to move toward what serves us, what's better for us, what gives us hope even, before we get to the breakthrough. We have a choice to move toward what allows us to feel more alive, or to stay stuck in what makes us feel really heavy and sad and cheated. And this is so true for me as well. We're continually moving forward, moving back, moving forward, moving back, because life gets twisty-turny that way, but to remember that we have a choice, that can actually be really empowering, because it means we have a choice to nourish ourselves or dwell on a memory. And that nourishment can be a really small action that gets us to a better feeling place. That can be watering a plant. That can be doing a little meditation. That can be creating a little something, writing a poem, painting a painting, But that to remember that we often have so many more options than we give ourselves, and that moving toward those better feeling options is also a choice. So I do feel like that's maybe a good way to cap this reading, to just remember that. Remember the power of choice. Remember that we have it. It doesn't even have to feel like a chore. It can just be, I'm doing this for myself in this moment to get me through. And to have faith that I will feel better when I make this positive choice for myself. So yeah, I hope that this reading has been helpful. It's a little twisty-turny this time around, but I hope that it's been helpful for those of you listening in. I hope that you have a satisfying day, whatever shape that takes. I hope that you have a satisfying day, or at least that you can move toward satisfaction. If you liked this video, if you like these readings, if you'd like to see more of these, please hit the like button and please subscribe. I would love to have you on board. If you're interested in supporting me and supporting this channel, please check out my Patreon. The link is down below, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.